Good morning, everybody. That's our facility in Hyderabad. I thought I'll just open it with what we do. All right, thank you. My name is Vajipey. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Banyan Nation. I hope you guys are all feeling as fresh as I am this morning. Happy New Year to all of you. Happy Sankranti. I'm coming out of a very relaxing break, and I'm extremely optimistic about circular economy and recycling going into 2024, obviously because of the regulations that are going to be coming in 2025. And the most amazing part for Banyan Nation, and I'm going to spend a couple of minutes giving you a sense of what is it that we do. We help FMCG, lube, and food packaging companies use recycled plastic instead of virgin plastic. Over the last 10 years, Raj and I, who's my co-founder, we've put in a series of innovation in plastic packaging, and primarily our work has been in the polyolefin space, which is PP and PE. And I'm very bad at linear presentations, but I'm going to try and make an attempt here. Our claim to fame is actually helping, let's say we take a case study of Unilever. We put over 1 billion bottles. Actually, the number is now close to 2 billion bottles. We are very well known in the human contact safe packaging for FMCG products. For example, if you take all your home care, personal care, fabric care products, whether it is all the popular brands we know, all of them today are made from Banyan Nation's recycled plastic, most of them rather, not all of them. And the recycled plastic dosing ranges anywhere from 30% to 80%, so which is kind of a phenomenal achievement going forward. Because the EPR regulations, in fact, do mandate a very high percentage of recycled resin. The other important thing I wanted to highlight is that all the materials that we are putting out, whether it is the shampoo bottles or lotion bottles that are using our recycled plastic, do in fact come back to us as part of our collection system. So, and I'm going to not belabor on how we collect and things like that. I'm going to get to that a bit later, because we've just heard the gentleman talk about traceability and the need for some sort of collection efficiencies and the need to know where your packaging is coming from. But fundamentally, our recycling quality is so high that almost all of the bottles that we are putting out do come back to us, and they get recycled and get used back again. And to do that, what we do is we have actually invested heavily in technology. I think in the video you noticed a series of bold statements like ethical and traceable sourcing, then proprietary hot wash, which is something my co-founder and I developed over the years. Then you have seen high-speed color sorting, and the need for color homogenization, because when we are talking about packaging, it is very important as you adopt recycled resins into your packaging. First of all, it has to be clean, it has to be safe, it has to be traceable, but more important, batch to batch performance in terms of the consistency of color and performance is absolutely essential. That's what we do at Banyan Nation through a series of innovations. Obviously, you guys can read the slides. I'm not going to go over this. We've made substantial investments. We have a fairly large facility. And now we've raised our Series B to quadruple our capacity by 2025 in preparation for the EPR regulations that are kicking in. Maybe something important. I think my teams won't like it if I don't go through their slide decks. I think what I and Raj do take pride in is the meticulousness with which we manage our water as well, meaning that we are a zero discharge facility, and actually we've made substantial investments and technology enhancements to our water management. So the running joke in Hyderabad is that Banyan can probably make more money selling water than recycled plastic, because you know how the prices of recycled plastics these days are. The other thing I think that you guys will appreciate is, obviously we are now US FDA approved for some of our resins, and my head of business, Rashi, is here, and you can talk to her after or during the breaks. But we take great care in ensuring that our materials are heavy metal contamination free. They don't have cross-resin contaminations. And we also go to the extent that we've now invested substantially in putting up our own labs, including the gas chromatography test equipments and the other equipments like the FTIRs and so on and so forth. Because we make sure that the inside of the polymer is very clean and the inside of the polymer is very good. By using spectrometric, calorimetric, and gravimetric analysis, we make sure that the material is very, very good for human contact and product contact. I think it's important to go very quickly through the process of our recycling itself. The first point in our company, or the first innovation that we have, is that our input feedstock is already pre-segregated. I think it's a very important point. I want you guys to pay a little bit of attention to this. I'm not going to waste time in talking about all the digital platforms and things like that, but I'm going to spend 1 minute on this particular slide. If you notice what's there on the screen, it's actually highly segregated HDPE blow-molded bottles that have been given to us by the kabadiwalas, bhandiwalas, and raddiwalas. So allow me the opportunity to dwell into this for a bit, right? I want you guys to think about 1970s in India and 1980s in India. See, India basically was a milk deficit nation then. What happened was India started working with the small milk farmers. Because in India, you have cows and buffaloes, and the small milk farmers come to your house. They give you, I was actually the gatekeeper in my house to make sure that he's not mixing water in the milk, right? My mom used to make me accountable for that. However, what happened is India did not go the Western way of building these large farms of 1,000 cows and buffaloes and things like that. What India said is, we need to cooperatize these small milk farmers, and then you layer the Amuls and the milk cooperatives on top of it. Think of Banyan Nation in the same way as you would think of Amul. Don't think of us as the Uber of trash or Airbnb of something like that. We are not that. We are the Amul of trash, where what we are trying to do is we're trying to work with the kabadiwalas, bhandiwalas, and the raddiwalas, layer a digital platform and ensure that the input feedstock that we are getting, whether it is flexibles or rigids for food packaging or not, is highly curated and segregated. And we can chat about all these things. I just wanted to pique your interest in terms of how we build our supply chains. And if this piques your interest, I'm always happy to chat about our supply chains and things like that. The next element is, it's not enough if you bring in segregated material, because you guys are all in the food packaging applications and highly, human contact and product contact applications. So there's a second level of innovation that is essential, which is the plastic washing itself. right? If you're not going to be doing chemical recycling, what we do is mechanical recycling. In mechanical recycling, it's very important to eliminate as much as surface contaminants as possible, right? So how do you eliminate surface contaminants in plastics? So that's what Raj, I, and my team have done over the last 7 years. Build washing technologies. I'll give you a quick example. I still have 5 minutes. I mean, I really don't have anything to share. I'm just chatting here, but I'm just going to share all the cool things we do. So if you take Tata Motors or any of the automotive companies, you know that a major component of their vehicle is the bumpers, right? Each bumper is 5 kilos or more. So 10 kilos of the car is bumpers and everything else is polymer, including the dashboard and everything. These bumpers actually are very valuable polymers. However, the bumpers have paint on top of them. And if you don't take the paint out, you lose the entire polymer because you understand thermopolymers and thermoset. Paint is thermoset. So we developed the technologies to eliminate paint from bumpers. I mean, that's really saying something about cleaning plastics. It's very difficult to eliminate paints. So that's what we did through our washing technology. Now, if you are able to remove paint from bumpers, removing dirt, grime, and labels and adhesives and inks and prints from everyday packaging is a piece of cake for us. So our technologies are over-engineered to eliminate all contaminants from polymers. I mean, that's what we're trying to do. And anything that's not coming out, we do hot washing, and this is how the water is heated. It's not important. Before I go to the color sorting, what's very important to understand is that we actually work not just on eliminating the surface contaminants, but also in ensuring that batch-to-batch color consistency is achieved as well. So for that, we've developed these optical color sorting methods, and then you algorithmize the flakes and store them into various silos. You have to remix them. I think this is a very big problem. A lot of people understand that giving you 20 tons is easy, but giving you 2,000 tons of the same material across multiple batches is very difficult. So there's a lot of innovation that goes behind in homogenizing the color. And obviously we use the best extruders with laser filters and sub 80 micron filters and things like that, just to make sure that the quality is very high. This is something that we've now started playing with, and we're seeing great benefits. Basically, to get a food-grade output, your input feedstock has to be food-grade packaging, right? So we start there. We take it through this washing process, and once the granules are formed, we, in fact, take them through deodorization methods. Again, this is a standard piece of equipment, but we have the GCMS, or the gas chromatography machines, to quantify the impact of deodorization. For example, has the quantum of limonene in the packaging gone down? What other volatiles are we eliminating from deodorization? So all these are something that we do quite well. As you would expect, we are heavily certified, and we take this quite seriously. And we are more than happy to talk through all these innovations. I still have 2 minutes. I like this slide primarily because this talks about our pan-India catchment when it comes to our supply chain. We are not a Hyderabad company. We don't source from Hyderabad. So what we do is we work with all the informal sector players in India. We collect a wide range of materials, whether it is the HDPE rigids, the PP rigids, or the HDPE and PP flexibles. And because of our large catchment area in India, we are able to get curated streams of high volumes of material. For example, 2,000 tons of HDPE blow, 2,000 tons of film, 2,000 tons, and all these are numbers per month. So high volumes of materials in highly segregated form will allow you to really curate, customize, and create a very pure form of recycled resin that can be used in mainstream packaging. So that's really the journey of what we do. So I'd welcome all of you to come visit us in Hyderabad, explore these technologies as we scale them. And we'll be here. We can talk about your packaging needs and see how we can help you further your sustainability targets and your EPR mandate. I think I've completed this with 1 minute to go. Am I going to get a gift or a prize or what? All right. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm more than happy to hang around and take any questions if you have. I'll be there over the tea break. Thank you so much.